Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Today I'm going to cover Solana with you and their exciting technology that they're coming out with. It's called Firedancer. Some of you may have heard of this already, but I'm going to cover this in the video and explain to you what it is exactly and why this is going to push Solana in the #1 spot for blockchains in the future. And this is absolutely an amazing technology that they're running, and I just can't wait to see how it performs in the future. But I'm really excited to share this with you guys. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. All right, let's jump into it. All right, Solana's had this rally. They're at 2150 currently as of the July 7th is when I'm recording this. And basically, if we go to the 180-day here, it did dip down under $14 with that SEC FUD, but it's recovered nicely, and now it's back over that $20 range. So I think it's probably gonna, hopefully stay above this level. If it doesn't, if it crashes back down again, I'm probably gonna pick up some more Solana if it gets back down under that $15 range or so, just because of how well I think it's gonna perform in the next bull run. This Firedancer technology I wanna cover here, it's by Jump, and it says Jump versus the speed of light by this Kevin Bowers. Basically, the speed of light is too slow. He says, this is my answer when toward the end of the interview a decade ago, Jump's CEO Albert Saplitsky asked, "What do you think is the greatest challenge facing Jump?" His reaction to my answer was atypical. While the answer probably correctly categorized me as Kevin Bowers, the blue sky sci-fi guy, it was based on my experiences creating algorithm software, hardware, and networks for the largest supercomputers in the world to simulate laser fusion at Los Alamos. So basically, this guy has got huge experience with supercomputers and that, and they're trying to implement this with this Firedancer technology. And what this is going to do is absolutely insane compared to the other blockchains out there. What is Firedancer? Jump Crypto is helping build a second fully independent consensus node implementation for the Solana network. A consensus node is the core piece of technology that validators use to agree on the chain state for blocks and transactions. So Solana is the second ever blockchain to have a second fully independent consensus node. Ethereum is the first one to do it. So this is going to give Solana more security on their platform. So this is a secondary consensus node, and basically, so if one goes down, they still have the other one type of thing. But also, what's really nice about this one is if you read this, what Firedancer set out to accomplish, it says their primary goal is to achieve a leading degree of decentralization with performance close to what the hardware is physically capable of. Firedancer hopes to significantly improve both decentralization and performance. It's hard to understate the benefits of second consensus implementation. It removes a single point of failure, and Solana Labs client implementation with a third plus of the stake running on Firedancer, no single client will have a supermajority on the network. Basically, what they're saying here is, no one can have a supermajority on the network, so they can't overtake it at any point. This is just another piece to make the network decentralized and more secure. Solana had some issues in the past with having to shut their network down because of attacks on the network and whatnot. So this is going to stop that from happening. I know there are a lot of people that bash Solana in the past because the network has shut down, but they're not the only ones that have had those issues. Just that people like to pick on Solana basically because of the whole FTX investment in them. And when that crashed, it kind of gave Solana a bad name because they were heavily into it, invested in it. But this is really good for Solana. It's going to make the network more secure and faster than any blockchain out there, period. And it's going to perform at over 1 million transactions per second once they get this fully launched. And with all the other things that they're doing, this is absolutely amazing. This article here on iongreer.io, how Solana will scale to 1 million transactions per second. And basically they're saying here, a blockchain with 1 million TPS will have several unique benefits. It enables a blockchain to process a large number of transactions quickly, which is necessary for the industry to reach 1 billion users. It improves the user experience. A low TPS rate can hinder the user experience because it takes longer to complete a token swap, buy an NFT, or use a DApp. It improves security. High TPS can also make blockchain less susceptible to spam attacks. Currently, if spam bots request more transactions than the network can handle, it can cause the network to shut down for extended periods as has been observed with Solana in the recent years. So this is going to eliminate that issue with the network getting shut down because of bot request attacks. So also unlocks use cases like a 24/7 decentralized stock exchange. Now their goal here is to make this Solana network where that when you're using a DEX in the Solana network, it's faster than using a centralized exchange or as fast as a centralized exchange like Binance or Coinbase or one of those. So they're trying to increase the performance and speed so it's instant and simultaneous for people to use. This article here, the wealthministry.io, Solana Firedancer on the way to 1 million transactions per second. They get I'll leave links to these articles in the video so you can read them all if you want to. I'm not going to get into too much of this on the video because I don't want to make it too long for you guys. And but these are really good articles. If you want to read through this, it talks about them. They currently have 1,800 validators. I thought this picture here was really funny. 1 million transactions per second. And I read another article where they're actually shooting for about 6 million transactions per second is their overall goal. And basically, I saw a gentleman who's, I don't remember his name, but there was an interview with a guy that's involved with this project. And based on the testing performance that he's seen, he's saying that Solana will outperform all of the networks combined. It'll do more transactions per second than all of the networks out there combined, basically, is what he's saying. And he's saying that the even when Ethereum implements some of their new technology that they're doing and some of these other networks, he's saying the closest network will probably be likely not even 100 times less efficient than Solana. So if that is true, this is going to absolutely blow the other blockchains completely out of the water. So anyone saying that Solana is a crap network, they just are not properly informed as to what's going on with Solana. They are huge and they continue to build and add more and more value to this network throughout this bear market. And I think they're absolutely going to explode. And if we look at the price here, $21.50 is nothing. If it drops down in that $15 range again, I'm probably going to pick up some more. But in the last bull run, it hit like $260. And I'm estimating it to hit between $250 and $400 again. If we look at the market cap, I think it hit 80 billion. So that should be easily achievable. I'm guessing it's probably going to get close to 150 to 200 billion market cap possibly. But I'm going to start taking profits on the way up. I'm not going to wait for those price targets to sell. I'm going to sell in chunks on the way up so I'm in profit. So like if my average on Solana ends up being around $17 per coin, I'm probably going to start selling, like 20% at $170 or something, just so I've doubled my initial investment off the bat. And then I still have 80% that I can play with for the rest of the bull market and still be in complete profit. So just keep that in mind and think about your price targets and make sure that you're taking profits on the way up, guys. I think personally, and this is just my opinion, you can disagree with me if you want. It's just my opinion, and I think Solana is going to be the #1 blockchain. I think it's going to surpass Ethereum. Definitely not this bull run. That's not going to happen. But in the future, I would say over the next 10 to 15 years, I could see Solana passing Ethereum in market cap. The only reason why Ethereum is as well as it is because it was the first original blockchain, and it is secure, and it has a lot of backing behind it. But they're just not keeping up with the game here. These improvements that they've made over the network, they're a joke. They're literally a joke. Like, I've seen gas prices over $100 already in this bear market when the network was fast. People are not going to put up with that, and they're not going to use their network for mass adoption when you've got 100, 200, 300, 500. So I've heard of people paying over $1,000 for one stupid transaction on their network. It's absolutely ridiculous. So Solana is going to overpower them, and they're going to be in the #1 spot. It's just a matter of time with all the stuff that they're adding to their network. You don't really see Ethereum coming out with their own cell phone and doing all the stuff to make it affordable for everyone to use their network and faster and faster and faster. They're just not doing that. They're slow and they're way behind the curve. And they're not even, if you watch the videos recently with Ethereum, their founders in that and the people who are designing this blockchain, they're not even comfortable staking a large chunk of their Ethereum on their own network. And when they were asked why, they said, well, because I know I know what's gone into like putting that together, and that's basically saying they don't trust their own network to put a large chunk of their Ethereum in staking because they're afraid that something could happen to it. That's not very, it doesn't give you a lot of confidence. If you look at Solana, there's a ton of people staking their Solana right now. I'm staking mine until the next bull run and getting some about 7.5% or so. You can stake it real easy in the Phantom wallet. It's easy to do, but I don't want to make this video too long, guys. It's probably longer than it should be already. I hate to ramble on, so I apologize for that, but I appreciate if you guys liked my video, gets it out to other users, and I appreciate if you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, guys. I will see you on the next video. Thank you.